Hello all my dear student friends, welcome to this session. Today we are going to study the valve timing diagram for a 4-stroke cycle CI engine. First of all we will study the theoretical valve timing diagram. So if you consider this as the line of stroke, then here we have the top dead center at the top and this is the bottom dead center. Let us study few short forms: TDC top dead center, BDC bottom dead center, IVC inlet valve open, IVO inlet valve close, EVO exhaust valve open, EVC exhaust valve closed, FI is fuel injection. So the first stroke is the suction stroke. At the beginning of the suction stroke the inlet valve opens. The position of the piston is at the top dead center. First of all the inlet valve opens and the suction stroke starts. So during this suction stroke piston moves from the top dead center to the bottom dead center. At the end of the suction stroke inlet valve will close. The next stroke is the compression stroke. During the compression stroke both the inlet and the exhaust valves are closed and the piston is moving from the bottom dead center to the top dead center. So whatever charge has been admitted inside the cylinder will get compressed inside the engine cylinder because the volume of the engine cylinder gets reduced during the compression, since the piston is moving from the bottom dead center to the top dead center, and since both the valves are closed, the charge has no other way than to get compressed inside the engine cylinder. At the end of the compression stroke the fuel injection takes place. Fuel injection will start at the end of the compression stroke and it will continue for some time. As soon as the fuel is injected, since this is the CI engine, the fuel injection starts. There is no need of any spark plug because the compression ratio is very high. The pressure at the end of compression is very high, temperature is also very high, that is higher than the ignition temperature of the fuel. So as soon as the fuel is injected inside the engine cylinder at the end of the compression stroke, the ignition of the fuel starts and the combustion of fuel takes place. There is a explosion and a large pressure is created. The pressure increases tremendously, so a large force is acted on the piston of the cylinder and the piston is pushed from top dead center to the bottom dead center. That is nothing but the expansion stroke. During the expansion stroke the piston is pushed from the top dead center to the bottom dead center and the power is produced. So this stroke is also called as the power stroke. So this is the power stroke, motion of the piston taking place from the top dead center to the bottom dead center, and lot of power is produced. Power is produced only during this stroke. So at the end of this stroke the exhaust valve opens. Theoretically exhaust valve opens when the piston is at the bottom dead center, that is at the end of the expansion stroke. Now the next stroke is nothing but the exhaust stroke. During the exhaust stroke you will find that the exhaust valve remains open and the piston moves from the bottom dead center to the top dead center. Now during this stroke all the exhaust gases will move out from the engine cylinder and the engine cylinder almost becomes empty at the end of the exhaust stroke, but some exhaust gases may get trapped in the clearance space. So this was about the theoretical valve timing diagram for a 4-stroke cycle CI engine. Now we can compare the theoretical diagram with the practical diagram. So this is nothing but the practical diagram or the actual diagram. So this is the theoretical valve timing diagram and this is the actual valve timing diagram for a 4-stroke cycle petrol engine. Now in the theoretical diagram, we know that this is the first of all the suction stroke. At the beginning of the suction stroke, the inlet valve opens. This is the 180 degree rotation of the crank, that means the one stroke. At the end of the stroke, piston is at bottom dead center and inlet valve is closed. Next stroke is the compression stroke. The piston is moving from the bottom dead center to the top dead center and compression takes place. During the compression strokes, both the valves, inlet valve as well as the exhaust valve, are closed. Now the next stroke is nothing but the expansion stroke. So during the expansion stroke also both the valves are closed, but here the fuel is injected and the fuel is ignited here at the end of the compression stroke. So due to that, a lot of force is acting on the piston and the piston is moving from the top dead center to the bottom dead center. So this is nothing but the expansion stroke. At the end of the expansion stroke, when the piston is at the bottom dead center, the exhaust valve opens and the exhaust stroke starts. The piston is moving from the bottom dead center to the top dead center during the exhaust stroke and the exhaust valve is open and therefore the exhaust gases move out of the engine cylinder through the exhaust valve. So here the piston has reached at the top dead center. When the piston reaches at the top dead center, the exhaust valve gets closed and the inlet valve now gets opened and the suction stroke again starts, and in this way the cycle is continued. But this is the theoretical valve timing diagram for a 4-stroke cycle petrol engine. Now let us compare the theoretical diagram with the actual diagram. This is the actual diagram. This is the actual valve timing diagram for a 4-stroke cycle petrol engine. So this is the bottom dead center position and this is the top dead center position. Okay. So the first stroke is nothing but the suction stroke. Now practically or actually you will find that the inlet valve does not open exactly at the top dead center, but it opens 20 degrees before the top dead center. So this 20 degrees angle is nothing but the crank angle. So 20 degrees crank angle before the top dead center, the inlet valve is opening. The reason is that it takes some time for the valve to open, and as soon as the valve is open, immediately the fresh charge will not start entering. So it takes some time, there is some time delay, and we want maximum fresh charge to enter inside the engine cylinder, and in order to avoid the loss of entry of fresh charge due to the time delay, the inlet valve is open something like 20 degrees before the top dead center of the piston. And here this is the suction stroke, and you will find that the inlet valve is closed not exactly at the bottom dead center, but the inlet valve closes 35 degrees afterwards, after the bottom dead center of the position of the piston. The reason is that the fresh charge still continues to enter inside the engine cylinder even if the piston is at the bottom dead center and it has slightly come upwards towards the top dead center. The fresh charge continues to enter due to the inertia effect. So in order to admit maximum fresh charge, since the fresh charge is still coming inside the engine cylinder, we keep the inlet valve open for some time for 35 degrees crank angle even after the bottom dead center position of the piston. And the compression stroke is also started, and for some time the fresh charge is also entering inside the engine cylinder. So the compression stroke starts when the piston is at the bottom dead center and the piston moves from the bottom dead center to the top dead center. So this is the compression stroke. Now the ignition of the fuel and the entry of the fuel, the supply of the fuel starts slightly before the top dead center position of the piston. Fuel will not be supplied exactly at the top dead center or at the end of compression, but before the end of compression, something like 30 degrees angle before compression stroke, before the top dead center, the fuel injection starts fuel ignition starts. Now since this is the petrol engine, fuel is ignited with the help of the spark plug. So spark is produced here 30 degrees before the end of the compression stroke, before the piston reaches the top dead center, because some time is required for the combustion of the fuel. At the beginning, small quantity of fuel will be ignited and this flame will propagate. The propagation of the flame requires some time. So meanwhile, the crank rotation takes place, something like 30 degrees or 40 degrees crank rotation takes place as the flame propagates totally inside the combustion chamber. So in order to take care of this time lag of the propagation of the flame, the ignition of the fuel is done 30 degrees before the piston reaches the top dead center. So this is the compression stroke and the ignition of the fuel has now started. So due to the combustion of the fuel now, a lot of force is acting on the piston and the piston is pushed from the top dead center to the bottom dead center. So this is called as the power stroke or the expansion stroke. So here you will find that the exhaust valve will be opened sometime before the piston reaches the top dead center. 35 degrees angle before the reaching of the piston at the bottom dead center, the exhaust valve will be open, so that maximum exhaust gases should leave the cylinder. We are opening the exhaust valve in advance, 35 degrees in advance, that is before the reach of the piston at the bottom dead center. Because here due to the expansion stroke there is already lot of pressure, and if the exhaust valve is open, definitely the exhaust of the gases will start 35 degrees before the piston reaches the bottom dead center, and then this is the exhaust stroke. The piston moves from bottom dead center to the top dead center and the exhaust valve is already open. So the exhaust gases are moving out of the engine cylinder. The piston has reached now the top dead center here, but the exhaust valve will not get closed at the top dead center. It remains open even 10 degrees after the position of the piston at top dead center, and due to that some more exhaust gases will leave the engine cylinder. Whatever residual exhaust gases are present in the engine cylinder, they will also leave the engine cylinder. So in this way the cycle continues, and after the exhaust stroke again suction stroke will start, and this inlet valve we have seen that it opens 20 degrees before the top dead center position of the piston. So this cycle will continue. So this is nothing but the actual valve timing diagram. Let us study one more valve timing diagram. Already we have seen that TDC means top dead center, BDC means bottom dead center, and IVC inlet valve open, inlet valve closed, IVO. So these notations already we have seen. Now we are going to go ahead to study this particular diagram. One more valve timing diagram, that is the actual valve timing diagram. So again this is the actual valve timing diagram for a 4-stroke cycle diesel engine now. So TDC means top dead center, BDC bottom dead center, IVO inlet valve opens. So inlet valve opens 10 to 20 degrees before top dead center. IVO means inlet valve opens 10 to 20 degrees before top dead center. So now the suction stroke, this curve, this semicircle is shown on the outer side. So this is the suction stroke, this is the top dead center, this is the bottom dead center, this is the line of stroke, and suction stroke actually starts from here, that is the motion of the piston from top dead center to the bottom dead center, but the inlet valve is opening 10 to 20 degrees before top dead center. This is in advance, that is 10 to 20 degrees before the top dead center. So this is the suction stroke, and you can see the inlet valve closes 25 to 40 degrees after bottom dead center. So at the end of the suction stroke the inlet valve will get closed, but not exactly at the bottom dead center, but it is closed 25 to 40 degrees after bottom dead center. So this angle is nothing but 25 to 40 degrees, and here the inlet valve closed, and already the compression stroke has now started. Both the valves are now closed, and at the end of the compression stroke, here you will find that the fuel valve opens. So fuel valve opens 10 to 15 degrees before the top dead center position of the piston. So this angle is 10 to 15 degrees, and here the fuel valve has been opened 10 to 15 degrees before the piston reaches the top dead center, and the fuel valve closes 10 to 15 degrees 15 to 20 degrees after top dead center. Fuel valve closes 15 to 20 degrees after top dead center. So this angle is 15 to 20 degrees, and here the fuel valve closes. So fuel injection start here and fuel injection stops here. So the combustion of the fuel takes place. This is the heat addition process. Fuel is added means actually heat is added, and the combustion of the fuel takes place, and therefore this compression stroke is followed by the expansion stroke or the power stroke, because large pressure is created, and therefore a lot of force is acted on the piston. So the piston is forced from the top dead center to the bottom dead center, and thus the power stroke or the expansion stroke takes place. Now at the end of the expansion stroke, the exhaust valve will open, but here again exhaust valve opens something like 39 to 50 degrees before bottom dead center. So this angle is 39 to 50 degrees before the bottom dead center. So the exhaust valve opens in advance, so that the maximum exhaust of the gases will take place. Exhaust gases will leave. Minimum residual exhaust gases will be left in the engine cylinder, because these residual exhaust gases will definitely reduce the efficiency of the engine, as well as the life of the engine is also reduced due to the residual exhaust gases. So we are opening the exhaust valve sometime before the piston reaches the bottom dead center, and now the exhaust stroke takes place and the exhaust valve gets closed. So exhaust valve closes 10 to 15 degrees after top dead center. So here this angle is 10 to 15 degrees, and here you can see the exhaust valve is not closing at the top dead center position, but here it closes afterwards 10 to 15 degrees after the top dead center position of the piston, because we are interested to have maximum exhaust of the exhaust gases, and if the exhaust gas is kept open for a longer period, then there are more chances of the exhaust gases leaving the engine cylinder, and the chances of residual exhaust gases to be left inside the engine cylinder are minimized. So this is nothing but the actual valve timing diagram for a 4-stroke cycle diesel engine.